Israel's negotiating team leaving Egypt without a deal after another unsuccessful weekend of ceasefire talks with Hamas. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan says the U.S. is still in Cairo working on reaching a truce amid rising fears the conflict could become a wider regional war. Those growing concerns come as Israel and Hezbollah traded fire along Israel's northern border with Lebanon. The IDF says it shot down 270 Hezbollah rockets over the weekend. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey's in Washington, D.C. with the latest on this one. Tom, just how concerned is the White House this morning?
Hey, good morning, Brooke. Look, things remain very tense this morning with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hinting that Israel could carry out more strikes against Hezbollah in the days ahead after a heavy exchange of fire between the two sides over the weekend. This morning, the White House team saying President Joe Biden is continuing to monitor this situation very closely, with the chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff in the Middle East right now holding meetings with key leaders as the White House team hopes a ceasefire deal comes soon.
We have been concerned about the conflict escalating into an all-out regional war since October 7th, and we have worked round the clock with partners and allies, moving military assets, engaging in intensive diplomacy, both publicly and privately behind the scenes, to avert that outcome.
Now, over the weekend, Israel used around 100 warplanes to carry out airstrikes in southern Lebanon, targeting thousands of rocket launchers used by Hezbollah. The military describing this as a way to stop an imminent attack. In response, Hezbollah launched hundreds of drones and rockets at military bases and missile defense positions in northern Israel. The group saying that attack happened in retaliation for the death of one of Hezbollah's founders and top commanders during an Israeli airstrike last month. And with tension only seeming to grow and concerns Iran could carry out a possible retaliation against Israel for the death of Hamas's political leader weeks ago, the U.S. has actually sent 2 carrier strike groups to the region, including 2 aircraft carriers, a submarine, and fighter planes, all as a way to try and deter any attacks. As I said, this morning, Air Force General Charles Brown, who's the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, is in the Middle East meeting with leaders from Israel, all with the hopes of trying to get a ceasefire deal and get progress on that moving forward, Brooke.
Tom, this morning we know Hamas and Israel's negotiators also both left Cairo on Sunday. How far apart are these two sides?
Look, it's certainly not good news when you see that, but these negotiations are likely very much to continue with the mediators from Qatar, Egypt, and the United States. They've been very busy for the past few weeks, holding meetings even without representatives from Hamas and Israel, trying to get some sort of deal together that the two sides could potentially agree to. That ceasefire deal likely to include the potential release of hostages in Hamas's custody, Israeli hostages. And a big part of the talks is focused on what sort of presence the Israeli military will keep in Gaza afterward. Israel has called for control of 2 key corridors that Hamas flat out rejects. So moving forward, again, the big focus this week is going to be on trying to get any sort of ceasefire deal agreed to between the two sides. And relating it back to this top story this morning, Hezbollah saying that if a ceasefire deal is reached, it will cease to carry out any more attacks against Israel. Brooke?
Okay, Tom Dempsey in D.C. for us. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.